sustainability.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Unreal Real Estate's Luxury Network. Today we're taking a look at a unique home. It's made out of shipping containers, 18 of them, 18 shipping, very unique, 18 shipping containers out here, a New York townhouse. Is it even a New York townhouse anymore now that it's made out of shipping containers? I guess it is. We're going to find out. I make 2 videos a day. If you guys like my stuff, check out my catalog. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, and we're going to dive right in.
Architecture is typically thought of as the energy consumption of a building after it's built. For us, sustainability instead is about the way that you actually build a building. When we first started using the
Imagine getting the permit to be able to do this.
shipping container about 30 years ago, there was a lot of stigma attached to it. And since then, the shipping container and prefabrication have gained much more respect.
We just respond creatively to what humanity pushes aside.
And that's why when we designed this house, we wanted to use 18 shipping containers to push this object to another level.
I always hope that that's the biggest legacy that we can leave. The idea that one can create something very exciting, like this house, out of something very humble, like these 18 old containers that we got out in a yard in New Jersey. It's a way to really understand that our creative potential is giant.
It's very unique how they incorporated their windows into them. That must have been a hard thing to do and to fabricate, to get those windows put into those slots.
I'm Giuseppe Lignano.
Ada Tolla, we are the founders of Low-Tech, the architecture studio.
The building looks as if it was emerging from the underground.
Super cool garage. Going down like this and your stairs. That's super neat.
And a quarter of the house is really cantilevering over the slope to the garage and to the main entrance, as you can see. So it creates a very dynamic corner. All the cuts that you see were all done off-site and then transported 1 container at a time here and assembled within 3 days.
In cutting the stack of containers diagonally, we reused all the pieces that we took out from one side onto the other side to complete the decks. This was a way to create this.
Must be a nice part of the city. You'd have homeless people sleeping under your nook here.
Continuous form, and of course also a way to use the container as much as possible.
For these facade, this is the side with the doors of the shipping container. So you can see all the features of the bars with the locks, and it's a much more articulated side of the container and creates a very vibrating type of facade. We were very excited and, of course, also nervous about how the assemblage was going to go in this very busy corner, as we can see. So it's really, really fantastic to see how this thing went up literally like a Lego toy in a matter of 3 days. We grew up in the same.
Yeah, your neighbors would think you're trying to make use it as warehouse space. A dockyard's space. Yeah, what are they putting all those over there for?
Neighborhood.
Met on the bus in Naples when we were 14 in high school.
We didn't really become very close until the very end of architecture school.
We traveled together for a couple of months, which was kind of like a very immediate cold shower test because we had only seen each other socially and suddenly we...
You'll notice that it's always these nice couples that seem like they were made for each other that end up building these houses together or having these unique ideas. And you'll also notice that she has 1 huge hoop earring and 1 small hoop earring. You'll notice that as well.
We're basically living together.
We kind of started noticing all the stuff that we don't want to see, the antenna, the duct, the air conditioning through your window, all things that we pretend they are not there, but they're there very much.
So true.
They are an inspiration to us. So we started taking a lot of pictures of these things. We called it the urban scan. And it's still an ongoing thing. It's been 30 plus years that we've been taking pictures of this stuff. And it's really the base of what Low-Tech is all about.
We're in the main space of the house now, which
Check out these funky chairs. Not a lot of room for your back on this thing. If you're a wide-backed person, say you got that big old back, you're not going to want to sit here. This thing ain't going to support your back.
is one flight up from the entry level. Obviously, shipping containers are not meant to be lived in, so there's a real effort in understanding how to transform them.
This is the cut that we did in these containers to combine them and multiply the space. And this is the remaining part of the corrugated wall of the container, which of course acts as a structure. In the other direction, also the containers are joined wherever you see this, which is a sill that connects the two containers. So this floor is 3 containers wide.
It's nice that they put these little slits in them to let in the light. I mean, if you just kept them all closed, this would be like more like a horror house than anything. Definitely had to find a creative way to let the light in.
By 2 containers long, so it's 6 containers basically. The floors that you see here, these are the original floors of the container.
Ooh, this crack right here, that's gonna get filled with crumbs and bad stuff for sweeping. Might have wanted to do rugs in here. What do you guys think? I know a lot of people just hate rugs, but I think rugs might work better here.
The wood part is a species of hardwood plywood floor called apitong from Indonesia that is used for the production of shipping
Yeah, because it doesn't look too clean.
containers. The metal bits that you see of the floor basically corresponds to the point where a truck would connect. It's basically the hitch.
The outer walls are all insulated. The insulation is contained between the outer corrugation and the inside wall.
You can see actually the section of the wall, right? That whole entire
So yeah, you'd end up losing a fair bit of space once you start building inside and putting in your insulation and then your drywall and then on your outlets and your electrical and your plumbing. You're going to lose space in these containers here.
6-7 inches of thickness there. It's all the insulation that goes on the perimeter walls. The house was originally designed for a family of 4. So about 3 years ago, the house was sold to a new.
It's kind of a freaky little painting. This guy's like kind of scary looking, but it looks like he's got a little butterfly. He's out in nature. I take it back. This is a sweetheart. Sweetheart right here.
Owner, single man, Jonathan, who obviously utilizes the house in a very different way.
When the house was sold, we understood why they were letting it go, but there was something that was slightly sad for us. I have to say that coming back here and seeing how Jonathan is occupying the house is very exciting.
The architecture of the house has not changed at all. A lot of the finishes and colors have changed.
I think for the good. Lots of variety here.
The kitchen is completely a stainless steel construction from a company that we've used for 20 years to build all our kitchens. They do kitchens for restaurants. And of course, for this house, it was even more fitting since the owners were restaurateurs themselves.
The idea of this big stainless kitchen made so much sense for us. Like, it's very utilitarian, it's very efficient.
It's also somewhat theatrical, right? Because it's the end of the entire open space of the house. It's really wonderful to see, you know, all the activity back here.
Because of this beautiful wood floor, from the beginning, we thought it would be nice to think about mirroring them and also enclosing the ceiling. The ceiling is also a way to insulate from one level to the next. Above all of this is insulation and the finished material.
Yeah, I mean, you can still see the screws in the ceiling.
Is Luan, which is a fairly simple and basic wood, but a nice counterpart also in terms of color to the apitong on the ground.
The layout of the furniture is still the same. It's just that the furniture itself has changed. We always
Has
thought
upgraded,
we
I
oh
would say.
exactly. We always thought of a very long table here for big dinner parties and a linear lighting coming from the ceiling.
Okay, so it looks like somebody came in here and kind of modernized it, made maybe not even modern, but like put their own little spin, their own little artistic spin on it. I think it looks great. I like the kind of nice features here, like this lamp post and that table and some of the little pieces of art.
And it's interesting to see how Jonathan has transformed it from a decorative and from a artistic point of view.
Yeah.
This is the living room proper.
I don't know. I think I would have went. I mean, you're gonna live in it, so you're gonna want it to be the things that you like. But with all this like exposed steel and everything like that, this would be a really cool steampunk kind of house, wouldn't it? If for my fans that like steampunk, let me know in the comments if you like steampunk. I don't, but this place would fit it.
The sitting room, Jonathan did an amazing job refurnishing. The fireplace is a very interesting story. Number one, because it's the last wood-burning fireplace to be permitted in New York City. It used to be this color, which is a silver. The other important thing to say about the fireplace that, of course, the owners, not only being restaurateurs, but owning one of the most famous barbecue places in New York, the joke was always that they wanted to be able to cook an entire pig. And that's why this is a very wide fireplace.
It wasn't a joke.
It's kind of rough as far as like keeping this fire in this area. Like you could have a log fall out on the ground, catch this rug on fire, and catch the whole damn place on fire very easily. This is like one of the least efficient fireplaces I've ever seen. This is not a good idea. They need to make a ring or something here, or put a screen door on this. Maybe New York was right when they said you can't put fireplaces in homes because people have no idea what the hell they're doing. What the hell are you doing, dude? One coal pops out here and the whole place is on fire.
It wasn't a joke.
It wasn't a joke. It was
reality.
actual.
I
The
know.
requirement was,
But I mean,
I
that
want to
became
be
the
able
joke.
to put a pig inside the fireplace.
Yes, and there we
Hence
go.
the size.
The furniture just feels like you want to take a nap right here.
I mean, you want to take a nap here, but it's even better to
It's
take
even
it
too
there,
better to take a nap over there, exactly.
on the slant.
So this is possibly the most interesting room in the house. Also, the shape of this room comes from
I don't know. Big TV, you're looking down on it. Very what are you? You gotta go like this. This is you normally, and then you gotta go like that to get into this space. This doesn't actually look that comfortable to me.
having cut the containers on the underside, as we saw on the outside, to go down to the entrance of the house. So immediately when we saw...
Yeah, like sitting in this, your back's hurting. You no place to put your head. You're like, it's too much of a staircase, man. What? You would have been better not doing any of this and just putting a couch.
the space in our computers, we said, okay, this is a home theater.
I love these pillows. I want to come here. I want to be invited to watch a movie because they're super comfortable. There are three panels
Don't look comfortable
that
to me.
allow you to close the room completely on this side and
Well, that's
then
nice.
darkening shutters on the other side so that this is really working as a home theater.
Fire department access. So if this place ever goes up in flames, they can open these doors, maybe? Heading
So here
upstairs.
we are in the primary bedroom. There is at the very top floor, so let's say 3.5 floors off the sidewalk. We basically decided to not just have the ceiling in wood, this is still the Luan, but also the entire back wall is also covered with the Luan. And as you can see, the king-size bed
Looks good. Not a lot of finishing. It does look like it was just kind of put together and like the exposed screws and no paint, and It's very industrial looking. It's okay. I like it.
Bed is inset into this wall in this niche. Also, the projector with the screen that covers the window at night so that you can watch TV and film.
The shower is very fun.
I love this though. This is awesome, man. Big, wide, square bathtub, and you got room to kind of move around in here. And you got your shower. You got everything you need. I don't know about, is there shade here for privacy or on this other side? Maybe not. It's all right. It's just them living there, you know?
And kind of over the top because the idea that one could have this big shower looking out, we are again in Brooklyn, but at the same time is incredibly private because it's very much within the inner world of the house. I think that the open shower is very much connected also to this request from the original owner
I'd want to make this a bathtub. I'd fill this thing right up.
of these two separate bathrooms, right? They really wanted two separate spaces with their own things and their own privacy. So on the big wood wall, there are these doors with the long piano hinge that we love that bring to the powder room. And then there's a back door that gives access to the walk-in closet at the very end.
And then this is the symmetrical, the second powder room here on the other side.
His and hers. Making good use of their space. And it doesn't look like they have too much to work with. So that's very good to see.
With the same layout and the same secret door to the walk-in closet. There is one continuous closet, although this is a section for the one person, and here is a shared part for shoes. And
I like this. I actually like that it's nice and tight through here with all your clothes and it connects to the other side. I like little narrow passageways and things like that. It's cool. It's cool. It's homey.
Everything. And it's interesting to notice that the top windows that we saw from the outside are actually the windows of this long walk-in closet. And here we are in the other powder room now, exiting again towards the bedroom.
You have an office space.
Now we are in the middle floor, so to speak, between the living room floor and the primary bedroom floor. This was meant to be a flexible space for the kids, and now Jonathan is using it mainly as a studio.
And from the studio, you can go this way.
Very nice. You know what these are? That's National Geographic. That yellow binding, I know it anywhere.
To the guest room areas, right here. We're still on the second floor. These are the guest rooms. Each one is the width of one container. Originally, these were the one bedroom / two bedroom for the twins because the...
Be a very cozy spot. I'd love to be a guest here. Look out the window in the morning or the sun coming in at night. Very nice.
Original owners, the twins, they were designed with the idea that they could have a single bedroom when they were smaller, and then eventually this could be divided to create really two separate spaces.
That's why there are also two doors here. The idea that these could be closed when they were ready to be a little bit more separate.
Nice little yard space out here.
We're now back on the ground floor on the exterior.
Ooh, they got the egg. The egg burner. I hear great things about those. Buy one of those, guys. Try it out. They're awesome.
Here in the ground floor terrace, right off of the living room and the kitchen. And of course, the idea was because every floor has a terrace, we wanted to connect all of them to be able to throw a party where you have people on every floor. There was also the fantasy of projecting movies on that wall, and therefore all the exterior spaces could become sort of a theater.
From here, you can take the stair to go
You
up.
could do
You
that.
should go.
This again is the terrace of the middle floor, so the extension of the indoor office. And then from this floor on, the trellis is actually occupied by the solar panels it was very important for us to take advantage of these long diagonal surfaces perfectly exposed to the sun. Here we are at the level of the primary bedroom.
And up here is the most fun.
This is the smallest space, but it's more of a viewpoint, because from up here you can really see all of Williamsburg, Greenpoint.
No, you can see downtown. I mean,
And you can see
the Freedom
Manhattan.
Tower. You can see downtown, the Wall Street area.
Yeah, this is a small space, but it's a perfect little perch to be here at sunset, maybe sit down and have a cocktail and relax at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
It's really a little jewel at the very top.
What do you guys think? Historical status? Should we give this place historical status? Make sure they don't tear this thing down. Is it special enough? Does this town get too big and then the corporate overlords come in and buy up this thing and tear it down and put up a high rise? Turn it into 50 apartments? Or should we protect it? Does it deserve historical status? Let me know in the comments. I think that's about gonna do it. See what else we got here.
This house is a very good example of a very comfortable and beautiful home created from this very common object. It's a continuous invention because we're always trying to push against it and push new boundaries and go to other places.
30 years of work is a lot of work. It's very exciting to look back and to think about everything that we have accomplished, especially because we really started from nothing. Every time we do something is a way to look at what else can we do with this object, right? It's a way to question how much more you can invent and explore, starting from this very, very simple box that we are obsessing with. And there is the desire to continue and try to do more and more and more, and things that we haven't done before, and explore other kind of projects.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it. What do you think? Do you want to live in the shipping containers? You know? Maybe if you, I think it looks pretty good. They did a good job at it. It'd be cool to see this thing go up like 14 more stories, and then you make apartments out of it. Share it with the world. Using the renewable materials is always a good idea in my book. I think they did a great job. Send this to somebody who wants to do that, who wants to make a house out of these shipping containers and all that stuff. But that's gonna do it for today, guys. I got a catalog. I make 2 videos a day. I got like 90 videos in the catalog and all that. Give me a little like and subscribe. I would very much appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one.